friends to this video. Today I would like to share the process of coloring this cute unicorn girl with watercolors, and I also have some additional graphics with unicorn and some unicorn poop and yeah, some just additional like imagery that I would like to color in with watercolors to create one of my whimsical girls here, because that's the way I create them to use in my planner printables and digi-downloads. Those are, for example, the girls that I created already. I usually sketch them out and then I do the detailed line work and then color them in as an example and to use the colored in graphics. And I already finished this cute Valentine's girl and this girl with a frock, kiss the frock, and this St. Patrick's Day girl, and this romantic rose girl, and yes, some additional smaller images that will also go on the stamp sets that will be available soon. Yeah, and the next that I'm working on is a unicorn themed set, which will include this girl and some of those images plus some additional ones. And yeah, I'm just about to start coloring her, and I thought, why not tape this and just share the process in a little video. And I will use, let me just grab my supplies, I'm like super prepared here. I will use, as always, my Pentel Aqua brushes. I actually basically work with the one with a fine tip and with the one with the, no, that's the white tip, the medium-sized tip, that's not the one, that's the one. So the medium and the small one. And I will use just normal watercolors from the pan to color her. Those are the Prima watercolor Confections, the Tropical set, and the Decadent pie set, also by Prima. And in addition, I will use my Daniel Smith watercolor palette. So those are the colors that I'm going to work with. Yeah, and now I will jump right in, get started. I will put you in fast forward. If there's something I want to point out to you, I will jump in with a little voiceover. But it's, I think, pretty self-explaining, so it's just for inspiration. And if you later, once they're available, purchase these stamps, this maybe gives you an idea on how to color the girls. Okay, so I will get started. Hope you will enjoy the process. Oh, and by the way, before I start fast forwarding this, just a tip for skin color, if you for like pale Caucasian skin color, I always love to use the New Color 2 water soluble crayon, the salmon color, which I still love to use. But ever since I have this Decadent pie set by Prima, I just totally adore this color. I don't even know if they have names. I don't think so, actually, but it's the color number 31. And this is just a perfect Caucasian skin color, like a salmon, slightly peachy tone. Just absolutely love this color for the skin. So just a little tip if you like painting, drawing and coloring girls. So let's get started with her. yeah, I think I'm going for a little bit of a magical unicorn-like turquoise. And another tip, if you have the Clean Colour brush pens, you can also, if you don't want to use them directly on the paper, you can also just add them to your palette or to a clear sheet of acetate or whatever you have on hand, and then use this with your brush with water for a little bit of a lighter version of the color. And then later you can go in with a pen, with a marker, directly on the paper for a more saturated, a darker hue of the same color. done. Cute little unicorn, the rainbow, the unicorn power heart, the unicorn poop, and the balloon and the stars, and of course our little unicorn girl. And now that they are finished, that they are all colored in, I will scan them and turn them into some pretty things, some planner inserts and dashboards and stuff. I hope by the time that I upload the video, I might have the planner inserts and stuff ready and up in the shop already, maybe, hopefully. If so, I will just add the link down there in the info box where you can find the inserts and the printables and stuff if you're interested. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this little process video of coloring the pretty unicorn girl and the unicorn and stuff. And yeah, I think this set, because I really love how it turned out, it's super cute, I will turn it into some clear stamps as well, maybe. Let's see. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and talk to you all soon. Bye!